Cool. Oh shit, she's made me the boss. I've got to let people in even. Okay, guys, welcome to my training tonight. You will either need a pad and a pen, or I will share the notes with you at a later date. But also, if you can open up the chat box as well, so you have that available if I ask you, or if you've got any questions along the way, throw them in there. I always like to kick off my trainings with a quote. So my first quote for you guys is: any life is possible. Any timeline is possible. Anything is possible as long as you believe in that. It's already possible for you. If you can think it, you can achieve it. Cool. So from this moment right here, right now, who is ready to throw out any thoughts of doubt, any thoughts about them not being able to grow their business out the window? Chuck in the comments, yes, 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 yes. I want to see it flying at me, or just give me a thumbs or a wave. Cool. That means everyone's here for the right reasons. I'm about to set you on fire. So, little backstory on me. I am 34 years old. I have a background in timber sales, is what I do full time. I also am a life coach, and I've got a certificate in counseling and psychology. So that is my jam. I love talking and helping people. I jumped into Arbonne originally because of my gut health. We can get into that story another day, but I'm here to set you on fire because I've been studying my little heart out on how to market, how to network, and I, of course, want to share it with all of you because that's what this is all about, is growing your teams, growing your people, and building each other up. So it's time to choose you tonight, and it's time to choose your business. So from this moment, I want you to choose a time that you are going to work your business Monday to Friday, every single day, and commit to it. Whether it's an hour slot, 9 a.m. to 10, 12 till 2, whatever you want to do, set that work time and write it down and block it out in your calendar. As soon as you can do this, it clicks into your brain, okay, I've got a job I've got to go to. 9 to 5, we get up and go to work, right? This job is real easy to just be like, oh, I'll do it later, do it later, do it later. I'll get round to it. And I myself have had a rut of being like, oh, tomorrow, So you need to lock in a time slot. Your time slot doesn't have to be the same every day. Shit happens. Okay, you missed Monday, you can do 2 hours tomorrow. Work out what works for you, the time, and book it into your day. Block out minimum an hour and commit to your business. Get back to me next week with how you have found blocking in this hour and working your business. I also want everyone from now on to comment in the Vibe Nation chat when they are working their hour. Hey guys, I'm about to start my hour of work. That's all you need to say. Because the more of us that comment that in there, the more it's going to create that momentum, or that, oh shit, I haven't done my hour today. I better go block in when I'm going to do it. Right. Next 3 things I have for you that I want you to do from today. Number 1, you're going to make a post, and it's going to be on your Facebook, and this is going to create so much engagement. I thought, yeah, okay, I'm going to make a post. Cool, I'm going to get some engagement. Okay. But as soon as I did this, it gave me a place to start with who to talk to. So you're going to make a post. It's going to say, if you are seeing this, either I appreciate you, or thank you for supporting me, or I am grateful for you. Whatever you feel comes to mind. But that is literally all your post is going to say. If you are seeing this, I am thankful for you. Thanks for supporting me. I appreciate you. That's all it's going to say. One sentence. Every single person that likes this post or comments on it is where you're going to start with your conversations. Give it a day and then use it from that day. Number 2 is to message 10 people per day about the business or product. I'm going to dive into this real soon. So don't read that and go, 10 people, who, where, why, how am I going to, what am I going to say? Because we're going to break that fully down over this next half an hour. Number 3 is you're going to listen to a podcast that has been shared in Vibe Nation. Ideally, if you can do one a day, but minimum one a week for the next week. Once you've done these 3 things, message me and let me know if you need any help, need any support, but try to do them for this next week and then get back to me and let me know how much engagement back you've had. Okay, right now, you might want to know how to message, where to start the convo. So we're going to crack into that. I'm going to give you scripts that are for all scenarios, and that will help make networking and this network marketing gig so much simpler and a lot less intimidating. Who's ready to have their business explode? Just drop a yes, give me a thumbs up, give me a wave, give me a party, whatever you want to do. Cool. Okay, so there's 6 steps. I'm going to run through the 6 steps and then I'm going to break them all down for you. So number 1 is when someone comments. Number 2 is when someone friend requests or follows you. Number 3 is when you reach out to someone. Number 4 is building relationships. This I would like you to write down. It is called LORD, L-O-R-D. Location, occupation, recreation, dreams. We're going to cover that off soon. It will make a lot of sense. 5 is asking the question, and 6 is qualifying someone. So there is 2 more steps after this, which I will do a training on at a later date because this is going to take some time as it is, and I didn't want to over ramble. Okay. And the last 2 steps are closing and follow up. Okay, so number 1, when someone comments, so perfect example, when we've done our appreciation post, when we've done, thanks for appreciating all these people that have liked it, commented, whatever, simple step. We are going to message every single one of them and personalize the message. Hey Paris, thanks so much for the love on my post. How are you? It's literally that simple. Messaging people, how are you? Who would have thought? We always overcomplicate it in our head. We always think a reach out or a conversation has to be this big message, has to be this big thing, we have to mention this in the first message. No, we don't. We'll be sending paragraphs if we're doing that. And that's off-putting. A simple how are you? Humans love connection. We are here and we live on this earth and we appreciate connection. We love to talk about ourselves. How many conversations have you had with people that they just literally talk at you about themselves? And you're like, oh my God, does she ever stop talking about herself? They love it. And that's what we're good at in this business, is listening and sucking that information in. So if it's a business post or a story, you might want to say something more along the lines of, hey, thanks so much for the love on my post or story. Do you want some more information on how I can help you with blank? Or were you just supporting? Always give them that little out at the end. I'll get to that as well. When I say blank, we are going to cover off what the blank is. Always ask a question and never end in a full stop. If you're ending in a full stop, you're killing it. You're killing the conversation. You're shutting it down. You don't want to talk to this person anymore. How are you going to grow your business if you're not in the business of talking to people? Number 2, when someone follows you or friend requests you, before you even confirm the message or straight after you have confirmed that they are becoming your friend, you want to send them a message straight away. Not, oh yeah, I'll get round to it. Send it to them straight away. And the same thing, if you're adding someone on Facebook or Instagram, send them a message to say, hey Bob, great to connect with you on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is. How are you? Once again, how are you? What a great conversation starter. If you are stuck on where to start, on where to talk to these people, start with your friends list, or who to talk to, I should say. Start with your friends list. So a great one that we can start literally from tonight when we do our blitz after this is going through our friends list and simply starting at the top and doing 10 from the top, 10 from the bottom. Hey Sarah, how are you? Or we can jump in and say something along the lines, hey Mary, super excited to connect with you. Thanks for following me. I help people do blank. Do you think I could help you with something? What's your blank? So your blank can be, and this is the huge step, right? It could be, I help people drop bloat weight. I help people feel better in their skin. I help people retire from their 9 to 5. I help people spend more time with their kids. I help people lose weight to build a healthy lifestyle. I help people clear their acne and skin issues. I help people heal their gut. Find out what your blank is and you will blow up your business. If you don't know what your blank is, if you can't talk about what your blank is, then people aren't going to respect you or trust you or want to hear more. Your blank is what sells your business. Number 3, when you reach out to people, this is action marketing. Attraction marketing, you may have heard of, but what we need to work on is mastering what we can control, and what we can control is our actions. So in order to work on our attraction marketing, we have to work with our action marketing first. So you can post reels every day, you can show up on your stories every single day, but is that selling the products? You got to build trust for that. You've got to build a network for that. You've got to build a following for that. You've got to have so much goes into attraction marketing over action marketing. If you're doing both, you've got your hand in 2 pies and you've got opportunity to build up your action, which is going to drive to your attraction. Does that make sense? Hopefully, yes. So another way to connect with people is to find groups on Facebook that have shared interests with you. Mum groups, there's so many. Area groups, so many. Traveling groups. A good one is, for us, traveling groups. We have something in our back pocket that we can use to talk to people. It's called our incentive trip. We can go on traveling pages and ask a question about wherever we're going for our incentive trip. You could jump on and ask about Gold Coast even and be like, hey, I've got a business conference in Gold Coast. I was just looking what there was for options for food there. How simple is that to gain a connection with someone? Then you can follow along to posts on these groups and pages and find people from them. So you might see, for example, if you're into yoga and you're a mum, you might be on a yoga mums page. Mary on there's done this amazing post about how she's become a yoga instructor, and you go, oh my God, that resonates with me. Mary sounds real cool. I'd like Mary on my team, or I'd at least like to talk to Mary about what she did. Hey Mary, love your post you made in the Yoga for Mums group. Where did you study for yoga? Boom. Instant conversation starter. What about you're on a travel page? Susie puts a post up about her amazing trip to Gold Coast. Oh, I'm going to Gold Coast for my work conference. Hey Susie, I saw your recent trip. Gold Coast looks amazing. I'm heading there in September for my business trip. Any recommendations on places I could go for dinner? Yeah, we might not even leave the resort in Gold Coast, but you're creating a connection because people love to talk about them. People love to talk about where they've been, what they've done, who they are, all that. Boom, connection. Then you can roll into the rest of the conversations that I'm going to send you into. Then comes the building the relationship. So you've made the first connection, you've made that first chat, you've asked them how they are, you've said to Susie, wow, I love the Gold Coast. She's replied back to you and said, oh yeah, blah blah blah, go here for dinner. And then you're like, oh shit, what do I say now? Oh yeah, that sounds great, I'll go there for dinner. Full stop. Oh, we can't end in a full stop, so what are we going to ask her? Oh, hey Susie, where are you based? Boom. This comes down to the Lord. So location. This is a thing we can ask people too that have just started following us. Hey Bron, thanks for the follow. Where are you located? You know, simple. Then from there, you can search things to do. So say someone's come up, they're from somewhere that you've never been before. You're like, oh my God, where's Wollongong or whatever in freaking Aussie? And you're like, oh, I've heard of Wollongong, but I haven't ever been there. Google is a beautiful thing. Google something that is from that place, local food, local winery, something they're famous for, and you go, oh, I've always wanted to go there. Is that where the such and such is? Boom, another question, creating that connection. Really is so simple, right? When I started doing all this work, I was like, why have I overthought this for so long? And then from there, you can go something along the lines of, like if someone says, for example, someone might say to me, oh, I'm from Otaki, and I'll be like, oh my God, my dad's from there, amazing. What's it like living there? Boom, another connecting question. We're getting them flowing with that conversation now. Attention is today's currency. People love to talk about them, as I've said. So then you drop into the occupation side of things. So what is it you do for a living? What's your main income? How long have you been doing that for? You can see how this sort of starts to sound like a flowy conversation. You're just that great person that loves the chit chat, right? They might be like, oh, 4 years. Yeah, love it. I've been doing XYZ for 4 years. I love it. And that's when you really need to start taking notes. Then you go into research mode. Is this person right for you? Do you want to carry on the conversation? Do you want to connect more? If the answer is yes, you literally then go into working out, so what is it you like about your job? How long have you been in it? Do you enjoy it? This is where you take notes. They'll either say, oh yeah, it's okay. Oh yeah, it pays the bills. Most people say it's not too bad. Do not jump to a business ask here. It's real easy to be like, oh shit, someone doesn't like their job. Oh, have you heard about this opportunity? People were like, network marketer in my DMs. So then we go to recreation. What is it they do for fun? So what is it you get into? What's your hobbies? Oh, golf. Oh, wicked. I've played golf a few times, not very good at it though. So do you get to play often? This is where they're going to tell you more and the trust starts to flow. This is where you can break it down when you're getting into that flow of conversation where they're like, oh, this is great. They're really, they're interested. They're not just here for like, hey, would you like to join my business? Because there's nothing worse than a cold message like that, is there, when you haven't had anything to do with the person previous. So well, I've lost my notes. Do you sort of see where I'm going with this yet? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Cool. Okay. This is where we literally lock in their pain points though. So what is it they would rather be doing? What is it they enjoy? Some people at this point of the conversation will say things like, oh, I wish I had more time for the kids, or oh, blah blah blah, like, I wish I could go to the gym more, or they'll throw things at you like that. Make sure you take note. Once we find that, we can use that a little bit later, so we park it. Then we get into the D, which is dreams. Which is essentially their goals, right? This is when hopefully you've built that trust enough with that conversation that even with a stranger, they're going to give you an answer. So, hey Debbie, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I love asking this question to people that I connect with new on social media. If I had a magic wand and I could grant you one wish, what would it be? And this is where if they haven't told you their pain point, they're going to lock it in for you. This is you interviewing them. Think of it as interviewing them to work out if they need you. You don't need them. Humanize it though. Never ever sound robotic in your messages, and never ever copy and paste. Always use these as a guide and make it your own. And always personalize the message with their name or something like that, or rebuttal back on what they're saying, because that literally is what will build that trust. Also, reminder, if they do the assignment being answering a question, watching a video, which we'll get to soon, they get your attention. If they don't do the assignment, so if they don't reply, they don't watch the video, they don't get back to you in time, don't waste your energy and move on. You can always come back to them, but in this space and time, we're only moving forward. Number 5 is asking the question. Make this your own, make it personal, see if they're open, but also give them an out. If your energy is high, send a voice note, but always beware of background noise with voice notes, and less is more. So 1 minute max. No one's going to sit there and listen to a 5-minute voice note from a stranger. Something you could say in a voice note or a message is, hey Jane, just curious, would you be open to checking out the information on a game-changing system I have been following to blank? This is where you need to know your blank. No worries if you're not, just thought I'd ask. If they say no, cool. What are we going to do? Move on. The ones that want to be will be interested and they will reply. There's 4 levels, right? There's promoting a product, level 1. There's promoting your business, level 2. There's promoting a system, level 3. And there's promoting a vision. We're working with the system because we're so much higher up than all the rest. You can always drop it down, you can always go above, but you start at system, you can't be wrong. No one sucks at network marketing. What sucks is their offer. So if it isn't catching enough, if your blank is not going to grab that person, they're not going to want to work with you. So once again, I ask you, what is your blank? This is something you need to work on over the next week. What is my blank? What is my offer? Share it with passion, energy, and jump on your stories and talk about it. Because if you're talking in the DMs to people about it, you want it on your stories. And you feel like a broken record, but you want it on your stories every goddamn day for the next week if you have to. Because they're getting 2 exposures minimum then. Make sure you package your blank correctly. If people say, oh, this is my favorite one, it's too expensive. Ooh, don't you just, But sis, you got your eyelashes done the other week and your hair touched up and your nails always did, but, oh yeah, okay, Green Gut Glow's too expensive for you. I get it. It's not what we're going to say, but you feel that internally. We've all had that moment of, you know? Health is wealth, baby. But anyway, so what we want to do is ask them, okay, it's too expensive. What are you comparing it to? 9 times out of 10, it's something from the supermarket. So then what's your answer? Well. If you walk into a supermarket, what do? You grab a product off the shelf. You might have a quick graze of, oh, that one's got the 1 card special. I'll grab that one. You grab it off the shelf, you put it in your trolley, you go to the checkout, you check out, you pay for it, you walk out, boom, done, that's it. You go home, use the product. What do we get from us? Well, you get a guideline, you get help and support, you get added value, you get free extra gifts or discounts, you get a follow-up every month with extra help if you want, you get options to purchase other products that can coincide with what you have purchased and help you further your health and wellness or skin journey or gut this or whatever you want, whatever your blank is. How good does that sound? Asking people the right way, they will say yes. The wrong way, people are going to ghost you and say no. So what do? Move on. Number 6 is qualifying people. The harder you qualify, the easier your close is going to happen. So we need to sort the suspects from the prospects here. A suspect is just curious. A prospect is serious and they need this. So at this point in convo, we will drop, that's amazing, Chloe, but I thought before I'll send you some information, I just want to check we're both not wasting our time here. So quite simply, why are you so open to blank? Arbonne, the business, the Green Gut Glow, the products, joining my team, whatever you're going to fill your blank with. Suspects will ghost you here. Because that's too hard. She's asked me why. Prospects will respond and they will give you the answer that then becomes their why. The people you've built a relationship with, the people that you've done the groundwork that we've just run through with, will follow through and answer this question. Then you can say, great, Chloe, sounds like the perfect fit to join my team. If I send you a quick video to watch tonight, can you watch it? And I will introduce you to some of my friends tomorrow. Boom, mic drop. This is you literally getting the okay to lock them into a 3-way call with either me or Em or your upline or your side sister or whoever to discuss the business after they've watched the video. And then boom, we sprinkle some fairy dust and they're in your team. I'll wrap it up there because I've gone over time, but hopefully that was helpful. I can send all those scripts in Vibe Nation, but if you have any questions, you can either unmute yourselves now and chat to me, or just quickly drop them in the chat.